Hello, this is Doug from Grafton, New York. I have developed a line of drop plate seeders, and today we're going to demonstrate the 128. This plug tray is a farmer's friend. Many of the crops can be seeded into this plug tray and then planted directly out into the field from the plug tray. Concept of the seeder is seeds one half on this row, seeds the other half of the tray on that row. As you move along, you continue seeding this half and that half. When you get to the end and finish putting a seed in each plug, the whole tray has been seeded. These seeders offer fast, accurate seeding. This is lettuce, fairly small seed. In the 128 tray, lettuce can go right out to the field without transplanting. I put my finger on the top of a seed, draw it over the hole. The seed is swiped off the bottom of my finger. You can actually feel the seed drop through the hole. That line has been seeded. Here I want to demonstrate how I prepare my trays for the seeding. With that 128 tray, I use my seed starting mix and I fill the tray so that it's over full. Then what I'll do is with the palm of my hand, I'll build just a little soil underneath the palm of my hand, and I'll swipe back and forth and pack it. It's like the wax on, wax off principle. I'm not pushing hard. Then I want to sweep off the excess. Get the material out from underneath the tray. And this is the traditional potter's tap. 2 times. Here now I have a depression in each cell. Couple low cells here that I'm going to address. The next thing we need to do is clean off the top of the tray so that while we're using our drop seeder, we don't get soil up back through the holes. That tray is ready to seed. This is Doug from Grafton, and I'm demonstrating the IMP 128 drop seeder. We have our full tray. We're going to position the seeder in the left-hand corner. As you can see, we're seeding row number 1 and row number 9. As we move this seeder along, we'll get to the end where we're seeding row number 8 and row number 16. At that point, it'll all be finished seeding. Let's get started. We see the time. We're going to seed lettuce right now. So I'm going to spread the lettuce seed out on the seeder. I dry the fingers off on my shirt. My wife loves that. Put my finger right on top of a seed, draw it over the top of the hole. You feel it drop out. You know that you're seeded because you feel the seed drop from underneath it. Work one side, then the other. Move over a row, do it again. I tend to count under my breath so that I don't lose track. That's why I've put the numbers on the side. If I wanted to multi-seed, I just draw more than one seed at a time. Had two there. I could feel it. Finger right on top of the seed. Draw it over the hole. Don't try to push it in the hole. Draw it over the hole. You'll feel the seed drop off. 6, 7, 8. All done seeding that tray. Now, if I were going to seed another tray, I would leave the seed on top of there, set it off to the side, take this tray out of the way, bring the next one in, you're ready to go again. If you're not going to seed another tray, bring the seed down on this end, dump your seed into something that's easy to handle, and then back into the package. Ready for the next job. That tray is seeded. I'm going to demonstrate now how I cover my lettuce that has been seeded with the 128 drop seeder. This is an old style tray that had 6 holes. I just plugged up some of those holes with a piece of Scotch tape. Fine vermiculite, enough so that it just starts to reach the holes. Lettuce, as you might know, needs light, prefers light to germinate. So we don't want to cover it too much. I just sprinkle. Back and forth, lightly. The reason I use vermiculite is the cells in the vermiculite hold the moisture. And I can put it on light enough or even enough, sparingly enough, so that the light from in the germination chamber still comes through and reaches the seed. That tray is covered. Now what we need to do is water this 128 plug tray. With my soil mix number 11 already moistened before I filled the plug tray, the bottom water activity now picks up faster with the capillary action working against that moist soil. We're going to watch this along here now until we see the vermiculite change color. This will take a few minutes, but it gets a good even watering on the cell and it doesn't dislodge the seeds. Now, the vermiculite has changed color. The capillary action has worked all the way up to the top of the cell. And you see a little bit of a glossy shine there from the moisture. When all your cells look like that, the tray is perfectly watered, ready to go into your growth chamber or on your heat mat or whatever your germination techniques are.